folks, I'm just popping in today to do a quick review of an Oracle card deck. I think for today we'll review, well, let's see if I could turn this light down. Maybe you can see it better. Yeah, that's a little better. So the Enchanted Blossoms by Carla Morrow. So the Enchanted Blossoms Oracle deck. It's 44 cards and a guidebook. It comes in this big, beautiful box here. Let's see. Palm-sized dragons with butterfly wings. A light on a bouquet of wisdom in this charming Oracle deck. So what I really love about this is that there's 3 different images that you can use to derive a message from. Of course, on each card, it tells you what the general message of the card is, and then it goes on to tell you what type of butterfly and what type of plant. I love this deck. And what kind of plant the dragon butterfly is spending time on. So if you love plants, if you love butterflies, and you love dragons, this is the deck for you. Now the deck is a really interesting shape and dimension. I'm trying to find so this is my tarot deck, and this is kind of, and who's on the side? The star. So here, you get a little reading too with this review. So this is the sizes. So this is narrow and long. So I find that for my hands, that even this deck is difficult for me to shuffle. This can be a little tricky to get a good clearing shuffle out of. The paper is a very heavy cardstock, and it's not gloss, which I kind of like about it. And if you can see, I don't know if you could see, but there's little speckles in the paper with this kind of gold colored ink on it. So that makes me feel like it's recycled paper. So how I shuffle these is just like this. Is kind of what I've learned to do with all of them. Oh, and look, we got luck. Came out. Bells of Ireland, Bicolor Commodore. Beautiful. It's beautiful, butterfly and dragon. Oh, what's on the bottom? At the bottom we have spirituality. She's been coming out a lot. And let's see what's at the top. Thoughtfulness with Cowslip and Duke of Burgundy. Really, so they're really beautiful, ethereal images. There's something about them feels ancient. And it's if you're an herbalist, you're going to be able to derive so much information out of each card. But even so, in the guidebook, oh, there's this beautiful quote on the back. I don't know if you could see it. The flowers in silence seem to breathe such thoughts as language could not tell, by Lord Byron. So it's called the Empowerment Oracle. And I really, empowerment is a very important subject for me, I think for all of us, but for me personally, I've done a lot of work around finding empowerment. So it's a really great deck to kind of wrap up a reading, at the end when you need that send-off message, or in the beginning to set off the tone of the reading. And see, there's an introduction about the author, the language of flowers, and how to use this deck. So how to use this deck. The Enchanted Blossoms Empowerment Oracle can be used to help lift your spirits and help you discover the positivity in your day-to-day life. It can be used as a meditation tool or as an emotional pick-me-up. This deck does not ask that you take an active role in seeking out the sentiment it offers from both within and outside of yourself. Always remember to feel grateful for these positive energies. Yeah, we know how to do this, but it's always good to read. Humans have been using flowers to express their feelings for as long as we have been picking wildflowers from the fields. People of all times and places have had strong emotional bond with the beauty and colors that sprout from the earth around us. Colors, shapes, and scents evoke a wide range of feelings that transcend the spoken word. Interest in flowers as a means of communication soared during the Victorian era. I wonder what, like, number years that is, because I don't know. That's not my forte. Secret loves and deep sympathies could all be voiced through carefully constructed bouquets. Flower dictionaries were printed en masse, and copies were kept in most households. During this strict and overly moral period, flowers emerged as the perfect way to express what was in one's heart. And then for each card, so I turn to memory, uh, and it shows you the flower, the butterfly, and then about 2 or 3 paragraphs of information. So it's like the first paragraph is historic, like deep and rich history and symbolism that spreads throughout Europe. It is said that when the creator was handing colors to the was handing out colors to the flowers, he came to the end and heard a faint whisper of "Forget me not." Flower was thus gifted the small amount of blue that was left, resulting in their soft pale blue color. Forget me not has been used as a symbol of remembrance since 1300s when Henry IV was exiled from England. So it gives you a little bit of history of the flower and the flower symbolism, which I love. It's like you're getting an education with each card you pull and each time you read the booklet. And then, of course, the interpretation of the card in your divination practice. And then there's a question at the bottom. What or with whom are my most precious memories? Which I love for journaling, where I love to have like a journaling prompt for folks seeking readings. So that's it for today. Yeah, I was really drawn to this deck as somebody. I worked as a floral merchandiser, and I've also worked on permaculture farms. So I love plants, and especially as a floral merchandiser, I started to learn more and more about the different symbolic natures of the plants. And yeah, so I think this is a really great deck for anyone who appreciates flowers and butterflies, and with the little added hint of magic with the dragons. I think the flowers and the butterflies are magic within them, in and of themselves, but still. Um, Wonderful. I hope you enjoyed that review, and you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye.